Hey, welcome back to Z's Toy Barn. Today we're gonna figure some things out, cut some metal, maybe stick some on. All right, here we go. All right, yeah, it's been a while, but we're back at it. Yeah, we're gonna do some things today. Maybe we're gonna get to this floor pan, maybe we're not, but either way, I've made a single cut in a floor pan because I need to kind of cut that out a little bit because underneath all this there's bracing and I don't know exactly where I need to set this in, so I need to get rid of all this, but again, there's bracing. So we're gonna go ahead and fiddle with that. But for today, what I'm thinking is if we can maybe get this thing, oh boy. This thing is not gonna be light when it's done, let me tell you. Doesn't matter. What I'm thinking, now hear me out. Yeah, too many irons in the fire, I get it. This gotta come out. This trunk piece gotta come out, and this has gotta come out. All this needs put back in before we can even put a full quarter or a rocker in there, you know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is, go ahead, get rid of this, and then we can at least somehow, maybe kind of, sort of, figure out what in the Jesus is going on here. Because, yeah, previous owners didn't do us any good justifications here, so. But, all right, I'm going to quit talking now. And then probably start by cutting that out. And we'll go from there. I don't know. All right. If you're wondering by watching at times, I go, what in tarnation are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you just put the floor pan in? I'm trying to see what else I need to order. That's why. When the car was up on the jack stand lift 9000 that we have, I could see some stuff underneath that looked kind of sketchy, we'll say. So by cutting this off, I mean, this side of the car is already freaking gone anyways. I mean, I don't know anymore, okay? Not only that, but I found Bondo. We're gonna change directions that we're gonna do with this car. I know, weird, huh? Somebody we're gonna change. Let's just hold on, look at this. Just it's all Bondo. All of that. It's all Bondo. Fiberglass. Wow. Okay. I digress. Move away from that subject. But anyways. Because I have inner tub. Have that. But it looks like we're going to need to put a floor patch in. Because, rotted. Good stuff. Rotted. Overall, the trunk floor is not bad. And then we come down in here. Oh, let me grab a flashlight. Rotted. Well, you can't see it either. Up there. Rotted. So I'm trying to determine. I don't think I want to buy that back panel. I'll just patch that if the steel's good enough. But this over here needs to go back to there, all welded solid. This needs fixed. This needs beaten out, like severely. This all needs straightened. That needs patched. I'm not 100% sure what's going on over here. Like, does this, like, it's gone. Does this lay over? Because there should be, oh, that's right, the rocker's gone. The rocker should sit within here. So this should have a box, part of the rocker, and a channel that sits, here, let me show you. Here's our channel. Here's our channel. It goes back. And the rocker, that's all part of the rocker, okay? It's the inner rocker. Oh, shoot. So when we get that back in, then we'll have to attach this and figure that out over there. But you can't put the rocker in, can't put any of that in until you put this wheel tub in, because it's a full rocker. We're getting the full thing, inner and outer. One solid piece, putting it in, clean it up. And what we were doing here with the old cheek poker is trying to find the spot welds, and there are a million here. Problem with spot welds is, well, obviously we see my spot weld tool is not good, and it just blows holes in everything. So now I have to come back here, straighten everything up, come back with some brass or copper, lay a piece of copper pipe or something back here, and then weld that in, and then smooth everything back. Gonna have to do that everywhere, all through here, all through there, everywhere. So, excuse me, sorry. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe if I just zip this off tight in there and leave that back there, maybe get the flap wheel in and see if I can't pop those. But then we got to do this here. And I got to see how all this is attached, because this comes back. We cut all this out of the way other than this piece. We'll get rid of it in a second. So I can get the rest of this quarter out. Okay. And as you can see, it kind of just laps into it, laps over it. So I might be able to just kind of run the here and then deal with that. But it sits behind this rear tail panel. So I got to figure that one out. You got to do it underneath, you got to do it forward, or do I leave this piece right here, because this is in good shape, or do I leave this, I cut it up a little bit better, and then I lay the new quarter over it and just lap joint it, you know what I mean, with the little tool that, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, maybe, kind of, rubber bending. Just zip that out of there, because underneath there's not too bad. So parts list, kind of what we're getting at. Maybe get some pieces in. So we have that, we've got that floor pan. I need to order the full quarter and the rocker. Rocker's easy. The quarter, now, if anybody watches this and you know second gens, can somebody, for the love of God, tell me what the difference is between a rear quarter with a wing and a rear quarter without a wing? The price difference is a couple $100. Is it just the holes are welded in? Well, I got to fill holes in anyways. Is the slant different? Is the body line different? I cannot figure out if this car was a wing car or non-wing car. It's a base model. It's a Berlinetta. Berlinetta? Yeah, I think that's what they call them. 350 4-barrel automatic car. I ran all the numbers on the VIN. The doors are underneath the Falcon. I don't think the door sticker's on it anymore. I would guess not after being repainted. If it is, then it's probably painted over. I need the dig sticker. I need the door sticker, because that'll have a code on it that will tell me whether or not it was a wing car or non-wing car, because they came with both. Base models came with wing or they came without a wing. That's just how it was. What is the difference? What is the difference between this This one, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It's the only reason I haven't ordered a rocker panel, a quarter panel. That, and it's coming to be car show season, so I might be able to score one down in Carlisle for cheaper than ordering a brand new one, having it shipped here, because the freight's like $800. So your parts are $800 and then your freight's $800. It's crazy. It's utter craziness. But we got to somehow get some sense back into this thing. I know we're rambling. This needs to be pulled out, put in, and then obviously this is all going to have to get cut out, and we're going to have to figure that one out on how to make that work back in its hole over here. It's all structural. As long as it's stuck, well, you know, stuck together. I don't have the best welds in the world, but you know what? They hold. Even this, like this is roached, but you can see it's like kinked because this was hit here the whole way down. And then they just spray foamed it and bonded it. Which I think, if you go back, you'll see all of that. It's all there. And then you can laugh with me. Or maybe I'll cry and you can laugh, but it's besides the point. I've been looking at chassis and it's just, it ain't worth it. They're just as rusty. You're gonna have as much stuff wrong. And here we are. So, all right, I'm gonna shut up now and get back to cutting and stuff. All right. I did some things off the camera there because nobody wanted to watch me sit and grind that lip off, and arguably it's weeks or a week or probably weeks. It's been weeks since I've been in the garage. Life. One day we'll be able to get this stuff flowing better, but for now, bear with me. All right, let's go over what happened here. Nice and easy. Lip's gone. That was probably 45 minutes of grinding to get the welds and then popping them off. And then we got down here and, well, this wasn't like this. You can go back and look. I happened to catch Bondo right here, and they had it stuffed clean inside this floor pan. So I ground it all out, cut this piece out, and then I gotta go look at the other side. Pretty sure I had to rebuild all this on the other side too. So I gotta plate this down, and then it comes down into this lower brace. It's where my fingers are at right now. So gotta do that. I'm gonna weld all this shut first, come back, clean it up, plate it, and I have to see how far this comes down. Then we came over here. I don't have a plasma cutter, and I forgot to borrow one, but we've got to get this piece out, and I have to get the rest of this lip off, because this is all part of the quarter. Now I might leave it there and kind of, I have the lap tool, get the paint off it, and we'll lap over it and lay it in. We'll see what happens. I don't really know, but this is all scagged in here. Let me grab a light. I only have a million flashlights, but you see it's all scagged in there. Looks like there's some Bondo there too. But this piece here, I got to get it out. Would have been nice to have a plasma cutter. I could just out. And then this piece here, we took it out because the tail piece that I have here, I need to put this in before I put in the wheel well. The tail piece sits in like so. Obviously it's not gonna fit right now because of this crap, but that was all roached. Everything was gone. So this is what was left. So we're gonna have to make this piece and get it in there somehow. Sorry. Yeah, see, so we've got this piece. This is all good. I cut up too far, whatever. We'll just weld that back in, but this is kind of, we need to bring this back down because you can see that right there, there's two pieces, maybe. Can you see that? Yep, That's the main trunk floor. It comes to the tail piece. Tail side, whatever you really want to call it, I don't care. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get that out, I guess. I'm probably gonna have to cut into here somehow, some way, and maybe like kind of, I don't know. I'll turn the time lapse on and send it. Maybe we'll get a wheel well or a tail piece in today, maybe we won't. I do know I have the day slotted to do some things. And we're gonna have to do maintenance on something at some point today. But that's another video that you'll see, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna shut up now. cut all that stuff out and didn't turn the time-lapse camera on until I realized, you know, it was too late. And then we got some stuff going there, and then I think I'm done with this car for today. I think I'm gonna clean up. We're gonna end this here and I'll show you why. Sheet metal, right? Nice new sheet metal. Well, here we go. Should set, well, before that, I got all that junk out. See, it's gone. All the junk's gone. We got it all out. Just the tail panel and then part of the quarters left. We'll figure that out when we get the new quarter. Anyways. Now, minus that hole that we know I have to make a panel for. Huh. That don't look right. Well, would you look at that? Like, now how is that supposed to work? Somebody please explain to me. And look, wait, did you think, oh, you ordered the wrong part. 74 to 81. Trunk extension drop off, right hand side. Well, this is obviously the right side, it's the passenger side, because you go by sitting in the car at the steering wheel. Left is left, right is right. This is the right rear tire. So why doesn't this fit? Because I can't cut back anymore. There's a spring shackle right there. That's a support. It's a bump in the bumper, bolt in the bumper. And then you come down in here. Here's the support. Frame rail. I don't get it. Like, why doesn't this? Any way you look at this, like it doesn't. I guess I'm just gonna have to lop a whole bunch of crap off. I don't know. Like that's inches. It's inches past it. And I have 2 cutoff wheels left. And where'd it go? I had this happen. Huh. Like, this is a Diablo. These aren't cheap. I'm gonna start going to Harbor Freight and buying. It just blah. I don't know. I'm calling it quits for today. I'm done with this anyways. I'm gonna clean up because, yeah, I'm just done. Whatever. This car will get done one day, I promise. And then maybe that one. I should have started on that one. Oh good, I got dirt. That's not good. That looks bad. But I don't know. I don't know why I keep working on junk. But anyways, keep it to the floorboards and we'll catch you on the flip side. Maybe.